Hello, my posse. Hello, all my new subscribers. How are you? Thank you so much for coming into my living room today. I am going to talk to you about some great foundations, some that came with me into 2020, and some that bit the dust with the old decade. So if you want to hear what makeups I think are great for matured skin and what to watch out for, stay tuned. You don't want to miss this. So hi, welcome again. As you can see by the pictures, I have tons of makeup. I am like the makeup guru, I think. Well, not really. There's a lot of creators that are, but I looked at my CVS, my Walmart, my couple of things at Walgreens, but mostly CVS makeup that I bought. I spent so much money last year on makeup. I gotta put a stop to it. I gotta find a product that I love and stick to it, but I won't. My makeup changes like the wind. I like the wind, da-da-da. What's that song? And it's gonna let it go and I'm flying like the wind. I don't know. I love that song. Remember Christopher Cross? I loved him. Anyway, I am gonna show you some makeups. Now, I don't know if it's just me. You know, years ago we didn't have like such a variety of makeups that we have today. I mean, some for dry skin, some for oily skin, some for, you know, makeup that doesn't stick in your cracks. I mean, we have it all today. Not so much in the old days. And all the time that I wore makeup, and I've been wearing makeup a long time, I always felt like some of it just like washed out. Like my whole face seems to droop in the day. It was like, it's like this feeling that you get with certain makeups. And I'm telling you, the process of elimination that I've done with makeups, because I think some makeups should be a toning product on your face too. And some just kind of lay there, and then throughout the day, if you feel like you got to fix up because you don't feel fresh and you don't feel like perky, and somewhere in the day you're pulling up your makeup bag and you're putting on fresh makeup, I ain't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. I don't have time for that. So I like to put my makeup in the morning, and I know that it's going to stay on all day, and I don't have to, you know, be one of these all day or go in the bathroom. I don't touch my makeup in the day at all when I put it on, unless I have a bad makeup on that feels like it's going to melt off of my skin. And you know, have you ever felt like that? Is it just me? I mean, maybe it's me. But I have worn makeups, and I'll tell you, one that I used to love, and I did a review on it before, and like I say, my skin changes, I think, like the wind. And I can put makeup on one day and think, oh boy, that looks really good. And then the next day I'll put it on and it just doesn't feel right. My skin is more oily, maybe my skin is more dry. That particular makeup didn't go on my skin that day. So it's okay to change it up. I mean, you don't have to feel bad like, oh, I gotta change up my makeup. It's okay to change it up. And the only makeup that I found that does not, let me get my stash here, that does not feel like it's falling off your face in the day, that you can leave it on all day, and it's pretty consistent, is the CoverGirl Outlast All Day, and it's this one. And I think that you know, it's crazy because it's kind of runny, and you wouldn't think that it would be as toning as it is and stay on your face all day as it does, because it is runny, but it really does. And I'm going to show you some textures on. And today I have on, I put on today my CoverGirl Olay Simply Ageless, because I wanted to try it for the review today, and I'll talk about this one in a minute. But the CoverGirl Outlast, now you may think, you know, because you see it's kind of like runny. It's not as thick as some makeups are. And you really probably think, oh boy, that's, you know, not going to work. But, you know, when you put it on, it really stays in its place. I think. I'm surprised because it's so runny and it's not a thick texture that it stays all day. And this is the one that I've told you about that really I get so many compliments on my skin when I wear this. And I wear it most days I wear this. And I don't think there's been a time that I haven't been out where somebody said, oh my gosh, your skin looks so great. Is this really a good, I always end up going back to this. You know, but there are some days where maybe, you know, I need a little more coverage. I feel like I need a little more coverage, and so I put it aside. But, you know, you can tell a good makeup because we all have cracks, you know. We have cracks. We do have cracks. And if you can put makeup on it when you laugh and you have laugh lines, like I have smile lines because I'm always smiling, and that makeup sticks in those cracks, yeah, not a good look. And this one here really is a great makeup. I love that one. And also I do love the CoverGirl. This is a great, you can see how it comes out. It's very, very thick. It covers really, really good, and it's very, I don't know, it feels really satiny. And surprisingly, I do like that because I usually don't like a satiny glow, but I do like that one for a change, and it feels really good. I think you can tell right away when you put on a makeup if it's going to feel good on your skin. You just kind of know it by the texture, kind of like a good drink. You know by one sip if it's a good bartender or not. Not that I drink, but you know what I mean. Trying to make a point here. But I do love the CoverGirl one, the Simply Ageless. I just think the texture of it is really, really, really good. And I hope you can see me good because it's getting darker. The other one that I really, really like is the, that's staying. I don't buy it too often, but it is the Maybelline Super Stay. This is a really good makeup, I think, for matured skin. It is nice, thick consistency. It doesn't run, and it is really a nice consistency. Let's try it. Oop. The only thing about this one that I don't like, it's got a funny smell. I don't know, it's kind of a nauseating smell, but you can see the consistency and how it blends in nicely, doesn't stick in your cracks. And that's what you want, because if you can put it on and your face just moves and it feels mushy, like you can tell right away when you put this on that it's going to stay on. It's really a good foundation. Nice texture on it. Love it. And the other one that I used to use that I raved about before in a review is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. Now I went to the store, went to Sephora's the other day, and I was going to repurchase this because, I remember really loving this, and I was going to marry it. I loved it. But somehow in the last year, my skin has changed, and I went and got a sample of it yesterday at Sephora's. And I thought, well, let me try it again before I spend, what is it, like $48 or something for this, as opposed to the drugstore makeup. And this one here is $9.97 at Walmart, which is probably cheaper than CVS even with my coupons. This one here I think is $9, $8.99 or something at the drugstore. This one here is the same, I think, depending where you get it. The Super Stay is probably $9, somewhere around there at the drugstore. The MAC is pretty expensive. And this is like, it's really kind of runny in consistency. And I remember that before, that it was kind of runny. But it really, I put it on yesterday, and I just, see, even when I put it on now, and I know I have other stuff on, I don't like the feel of it on my face anymore. I I think my face outgrew that makeup. I don't know. And I put it on yesterday morning, and by about 2 o'clock when we went out, my face felt like it was melting like butter. I mean, I just felt like my face was melting down. I didn't feel toned. I didn't feel tightened. I just felt like it dragged me down. I just did not like the way it felt. And it doesn't matter if you put your spray on. I know somebody asked me if I use finishing spray, and I have used finishing spray on my face. I don't see a great benefit of it. The one that I used to like a lot was Bare Minerals. I bought this one here, the Wet and Wet and Wild. I mean, if I remember to put it on, I'll put it on. One of my subscribers says they put it on and their makeup stays all day. I don't know if it's this or if it's the right makeup that you use, because I don't touch my makeup usually all day if it's the right makeup. Of course, you all know that I do love Kat Von D. Kat Von D, I do keep that on hand. I found that with Kat, you have to really put on with moisturizer. If you add a little moisturizer, what I do when I put on, I'm gonna wear Kat Von D out, I do my routine, I tone my face, I put on all my moisturizers, and then I take a little bit of extra moisturizer, and after I do my 10-second roll, my 20-second roll, then I take a little bit of moisturizer and put it on my face, and then I apply the Kat Von D. It goes on really, really smooth. And actually, I have used a sponge, and you know I don't use sponges or brushes on my face, but with Kat Von D, I find that you have to almost put on a little bit of moisturizing. This looks worse than it is. It's clean, but it's stained. This is the only one that I have, and I love this one for what I use. But you put a little bit on, and it smooths on a lot better. And let me show you here if you can see. But if you add it with a little bit of a wet sponge, and this always looks lighter. I did my Get Ready With Me with this before, and it does look lighter than my skin, but it really blends in nicely. It's really not. So if you add a little bit of moisturizer, a little bit of water to your sponge, a Kat goes on really nice, and it talk about toning your face and staying on all day. I mean, you could go like this all day, and it doesn't move. It's really a nice consistency, really heavy foundation. You all know I love Kat, especially if I'm hiding out. And I don't want anybody to know who I am. I just put on Kat. But the good dupe for Kat, I'll tell you, I found, and I know a lot of you creators have talked about this makeup, and if you haven't tried it yet, it's worth the trip. I do believe, I think it's $5-6. You all know that I'm talking about this because some of you creators use it, and it's the Believe. And it's from Dollar General. And I think it's a pretty good dupe for Kat Von D. It's pretty thick. And again, moisturize your face first, add a little bit of moisturizer to the top, pat it in, and then put the Believe in. You can see the consistency of Believe. Again, it's really nice and thick. I should take off my lipstick, shouldn't I? Let's take it off. Okay. My lips are so naturally pinkish color anyway. So a little bit of the Believe on a sponge. The coverage is pretty thick. Anyway, my fingers work so much better. It's really, I mean, most of the creators that do review this do love it. It is drying. If you rub it in too much, it becomes even more dry. So I've noticed that I put it on and just kind of pat it around. If you pat it around, kind of get your oils, glands going in your face, and it covers really good, and it does not stick in your cracks. your fine smile lines or whatever. So I do like Believe. I think, you know, matching colors for me is a really hard thing to do when I'm doing makeup. I just have the worst time. This is a really, this is called Warm Vanilla. This is a really good skin color foundation for me. I do like Believe. I think it's a really good dupe, believe it or not, from Kat Von D, and it's a whole lot cheaper. I think Kat's like, what, $38 or something like that, and Believe is $5, $6 at Dollar General. It's really a good makeup. I think you'll really like it. The other one that I don't like so much is the L'Oreal Infallible. I don't like the way it feels on my face. It doesn't, it just doesn't have that feeling, and it's really kind of, it's watery. I know some people really like this, and it depends, you know, reviews are, but you can see how watery it is, and it's got like a glow to it too, and I'm not a glow girl. I just think sometimes glow pulls out all your imperfections on your face. I don't like to glow. I'm 76 and my glowing days are done. I glowed enough in my day. So glowing in me, I just don't like it. I like more of a matte finish and something that stays on. The Infallible is too silky glowy for my skin. I don't find that it stays on enough all day, and by a couple hours I can see it kind of sticking into my fine lines and wrinkles, for lack of a better word. And the other one that I do not like, I know some of you girls love this. I think Shiela on here, she loves this Candid makeup. That's a goner for me. I tell you the crazy thing, I think some of you think it's a really good coverage, and it might be. You can see it's pretty thick. It's pretty decent thickness to that. The coverage seems to be okay. There's something in Candid that gives me a headache every time I've tried it. Every time I put it on. I thought one time, well, maybe it's me. I'm just kooky. I have a headache anyway. You know, I'm bothered by sinuses. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. I've tried it so many times. There's something in Candid that just gives me like a headache like this. And I have to run home if I wear it and take it off. I can't stand it. So that to me is terrible. I don't like it. The other one that's new to me that I just tried is e.l.f. Some of you have liked e.l.f. e.l.f. is pretty good. I wore it the other day. I had it on all day, and the coverage was pretty decent. The color of this one is, hold on. You can see the coverage, it's nice and thick. This particular coverage I have, I think is called Nude, the color. e.l.f. is, like I say, new to me. It is not bad. I would definitely repurchase e.l.f. It's a decent coverage for me. And I think it smooths on, you know, pretty good. It feels, the texture feels good. That's important. You know, you can tell right away if it's a good texture. I mean, I like I say, I put makeup on. I want to be done putting makeup on. I don't want to be the Powder Puff girl all day, like getting my stuff out and putting fresh makeup on and going in the bathroom. Even when I was working, I just didn't have time to go freshen myself up. So however I look in the morning is how I look at night, and I could go and put this on and come back and show you like the end of the day, and my makeup would be perfect. So and that's what I go for. I go for what, on my matured skin, I talk a lot. You know, I'm animated. I'm always talking and I'm always moving, and my face is always moving. And that's why I don't think I'd be a good candidate for Botox, because I'm so animated that I talk. They tell me I talk with my eyes, and my husband told me that when he met me. He says, you don't even have to talk. Your eyes and your face just say how you feel and what you're thinking. So I'm really like animated. So I mean, I move a lot. And if I'm like that and I can move all day and my makeup doesn't stick in my wrinkles or in my fine lines, I know it's a good product. And I just mix them up, because some days, you know, you need something different. You need maybe a little different color. Sometimes you wake up in the morning, your coloring isn't as good. Go figure. I don't know why that is. I don't know. I don't have an answer. I wish I did. But some days you just look better than other days. You just have ugly days. I did a video about that. You have ugly days. You just can't help it. And there's just some different stuff that you need, and maybe a different color, maybe a different way it lays on your skin that day. And that's why I change it up. One that I wasn't crazy about, actually, believe it or not, is the CoverGirl Outlast Active 24-Hour Foundation. I think the problem with this one was I couldn't find a good color for me, a good color match for me. I bought like 3 of them, I think, and I couldn't find a good match to me, and I couldn't spend the money on 2 or 3 different products, which is another thing that I look at, because sometimes I have to buy 2 of one to match up colors, and I don't have the money for that. So this one here is definitely out for me. The other one that I really, really love, and I've talked about this one before, is the Revlon Full Color Stay, full coverage. It is full coverage. This is a really good drugstore makeup. I put this on in the day, and after I tone my face and massage my face, this is just, I think, pretty incredible drugstore makeup. I mean, you can feel when you touch it, you can feel that it is not gonna move. It goes on nice. It's got a really nice texture to it. You can tell, I think, when you put it on, am I saying a lot? But you can tell that it's going to stay on all day. It's a really good foundation. I really, really love that makeup. And I think, and I'm on the fence about this one. I got this one, I think I got this from Bella, Beauty on a Budget. Stream Urban Coverage, it's by Maybelline. I'm kind of on the fence with this. I think for me, it's very watery. As you can see, it comes out pretty watery, which is okay, because I said my CoverGirl Outlast is watery, but I don't know why it stays on all day, and it's beautiful. This here, it's a little too watery, and it's a little too glowy for my skin. I don't know. I'm just not into the glow. It's okay. It's just something that I don't think that I would purchase again, this one. So I think that, pretty much, and of course you know that I bought this before. I did a review on this before. I thought maybe I liked it, but then I wasn't sure. It's the Makeup Forever, Sephora. I get it at Sephora. It's Ultra HD. I don't like this. When I put this on, it's another one like the MAC foundation. When I put it on, within 2 hours, I feel like my face is melting off. It just doesn't feel toned. My face doesn't feel toned. And I have to feel toned all day. Like I say, my husband and I go out a lot. We're out with the kids all the time. We're out to dinner, we're out to lunch, we're out to breakfast. I mean, we're on the go, we go shopping. I mean, we just have a lot of fun. We're always on the go. I can't stop and say, hold on, I gotta go put some makeup on. I don't have time for that. So what it goes on in the morning has to stay on. And I think I've given you some really good options of makeup that really stays on. So let me put my LA lipstick on. So you can get the whole look. For high-end makeup, I like the Kat Von D. Again, it's high-end. So if you want to pay a little bit of money and you want makeup to stay on, you're going to a wedding, you're going to a function where you want it on all day, I think this is a good option if you want to spend the money. And like I say, you put it on with moisturizer, pat the moisturizer, do your massaging first, you know I'm big on that, and then put a little bit of moisturizer on your face and pat it in, and then put this on. If you like to use a sponge, or I don't like the makeup brushes, but you can dampen this a little bit, or you can put a little moisturizer on this with your Kat Von D, or even your Believe, which is heavier, and you can apply it and it'll stay on. Kat is good. If you're a lover of MAC Studio, if you're younger and not in the mature community, like maybe 60 and above, you might like the MAC foundation. For my skin at my age at 76, I'll be 77 next month. Oh, but you might like the MAC Studio One. For all of us that have more matured skin, I think the first thing that you have to do, and you have to remember, and you know I'm a big proponent of massaging your skin. I can't tell you enough, if you don't take care of the canvas of your skin, if you don't roll out those wrinkles with massaging, all this stuff is not going to do anything. It's like icing a cake that's flat. I mean, it's just not going to do anything. You have to get the canvas of your skin to where makeup glides into where you look good, because you could put anything on, and if your skin and your canvas is dry or wrinkly or uncared for, none of these products, whether it's high-end or drugstore, is going to do you any good. So go back to my video on learning how to massage, and that's the most important thing, is massaging. And massaging your neck, massaging your chest, taking care of this canvas first, exfoliating your skin. I did an exfoliation yesterday morning. I'm telling you, my skin feels like I'm 20. Not 77 almost. But you take all the dead skin off. I do that like once a week. It's amazing. It's just amazing. It's like I have a whole new skin on me. And you know I'm big on the canvas of your skin. So any makeup that you use isn't going to be beneficial if you don't take care of the canvas. You know I'm big on that. So I think I gave you some good drugstore products for matured skin. I think I have some that I don't like. I've showed you. I don't think you can go wrong. If you like a glow, by all means, there's products. I think this Infallible will give you a glow. You know, if you like a matte, more of a matte finish, any one of these I've showed you are a good matte finish. And by all means, if you have not tried the CoverGirl Outlast All Day Stay Fabulous, you've got to try this one. It's 3-in-1 foundation. It says broad spectrum SPF 20. This is my go-to. This is definitely my go-to. Sometimes this color here is 850. Sometimes, depending on my color that day, I add a little bit of 860 to it, which is a little bit of more of a golden color. In the summer, I can get away with wearing just this color. You can see how much darker it is. Now it would be too dark on my skin. It would be too dark on my skin now for winter. But sun's going down, I'm running out of light. You just gotta remember that if a makeup feels really drying to you, or it's too dry for you, don't be afraid to add moisturizer. I use my, my Elafrida. They have that moisturizer, and you can just put the moisturizer on a little bit and add your makeup right to the moisturizer. You can pump out as much as you want. You can mix them together and put them on your skin. Important for under your skin, no matter what kind of, and my blush, and my CoverGirl blush, which I found 2 of them the other day at Walmart. They're discontinued my color, so I scarfed up my 2. It's the Purely Plum one, and it's the 3-in-1 color. I love that one. So that's it for me. I think for drugstore products, most of those, except for the Kat Von D and the MAC Studio, the rest of them are all drugstore purchases. When you're retired, you really can't afford too much of the high price. But if you can, and I do occasionally, they last me forever. And that's it. That's my foundation review. That is what's staying pretty much. A few that aren't staying, some that I won't repurchase. I hope that you got something out of that, and that you'll take care of your skin as best you can and as cheap as you can. So that's it for me today for my foundation review for 2020. If you have any questions, you have my email address. You can leave them in the comments. I always answer your comments. Anything I can do for you, anything I can explain to you, by all means ask me, and I will surely tell you my viewpoint on what I think. But only you know your skin. You can read reviews. Reviews can make you crazy, because you can read some that goes, oh my God, this is the best stuff, this is the best stuff, this is so great, this is so great. And maybe you've tried it. I was like that with Candid. I mean, everybody was like, so great, so great, so great. The reviews are so great, and I try it and I get a headache. And I felt like so Like, what's wrong with me, Ricky? Ricky! Oh, what's wrong, Ricky? I was like, what's wrong with me? I can't use it. So, you know, read your reviews, understand your reviews, but mainly understand your skin type, your skin tone, where your laugh lines are. And your frown lines. You don't have frown lines. No frown lines allowed. And watch them during the day. You watch your face and you look at yourself more than anybody. So you know when you smile and where your makeup, if it's going or if it's staying or if it feels like it's melting off. I'm not crazy, you know. I don't think I am. You know what I mean when, you know, in the course of the day how you feel like drawn and, you know, you got to freshen up. You know. But you got to find a makeup that's good and that's toning for your skin too. I think you'll be happy with the products that I've showed you. You can give them a try at their drugstore. You can be like me and spend $1,000 at CVS like I did last year on makeup. Boom, not this year. I'm cutting back. I'm going on a no-buy only if I'm down. I have enough here to last me the whole year. So that's it for me, guys. Thank you for coming, watching the sun go down for me. Anyway, I'm so busy. I've got the kids all this weekend. We're going to basketball tournaments. I was trying to get this in, so I didn't have time. The kids just left, so I had to do it in the afternoon. So that's it for me. I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming into my living room. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. I so appreciate you supporting me and liking me. I love all your comments. Your positivity just, you know, makes my heart pound. Thank God. I wouldn't want the alternative. But anyway, I appreciate you. You know that. So I'll see you next time. I've got some wigs coming in. I got 2 new ones. Yeah, two that I haven't tried before. Wish me luck. And they're not like big wigs. And by the way, this one here is my Amazon wig that I reviewed, Lydell, a few times ago. So, and I just have it up in kind of an updo because it's a lot of hair. Got it all pinned up. Got my headband on, and she's really cute. So until next time, I love you guys. Be kind, be nice. Know that I'm here for you. And talk to you soon. Bye. Love you. Bye.